Good morning, Facebook Live. I meant to take that sip of coffee before it popped on. Good morning. I don't have my tripod this morning, so I'm going to be a little bit wobbly, unfortunately. But there was something that I wanted to hop on with you guys and go over. The timer's not going on. I don't have my computer with me to see if it's working. I'm just going to assume it's working. We'll see. Normally at the top left-hand corner, it has a timer running, but this one just says live. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's working. So there's been something that's been going on. I've been hearing consistently with some of the new clients I have, and also hearing consistently in my groups. And I started recognizing like, oh, interesting. Somehow in this time frame of being an entrepreneur, running an online business, being a coach, being a thought leader, whether it's, artistry, coaching, thought leader, any of the above, healers, any of the above that have like an online business industry, I'm seeing this trend happening. And I'm not really that sure where it's coming from. I don't feel the need to know where it's coming from, but it's very clear that it is happening, right? It's very clear that this trend is holding a lot of people back on having a success in their online business. So I wanted to address that today. And I'm seeing it hold people back whether they're just getting started on their online business or they're very successful and looking to scale. Either way, I'm watching it hold people back as they're walking through this journey. And it's very interesting because that wasn't happening before, and now I'm watching it happen now. So again, I don't feel the need to understand why it's happening, but I do see that it is happening, and I wanted to address it today because you having an awareness of this and being able to step through this and not let this show up in your journey is going to exponentially move you forward in building your business and having success in this field. And the thing that I'm watching people do is really have a sense of entitlement. And it doesn't feel like entitlement when it's happening. I see these are incredible people. They're not self-absorbed, entitled people by any means. It's coming from our culture. It's coming from this message of how easy everything is. It's coming from, and let's get clear about this. When we're talking about, and I'm going to break this down for you specifically. I'm going to tell you this because I want you to be able to see it directly so that this can't stop you or trip you up, right? Like I'm going to break this down for you right now. So the thing that, the message is that, we get to do this with ease. This gets to be easy. I agree with that. I actually agree that building your online business or being a thought leader in this industry is actually very easy. You get to have a sense of ease with it. That's what I mean. Easy doesn't really fit the right way, but you get to really feel like a sense of ease with building this business. And hi, Michaela. Yay, I'm glad you caught me live. Yeah, if you come on, say hi to me. If you're on the replay, I'm here. If you get value from this, please share with your friends or tag your friends below. So here's the deal. The sense of ease comes from not resisting the thing that's required of us to step into. That's what makes it ease. Hi, Sharon. Jess. I missed you for coffee. Damn it. Oh, I just realized that right now as I saw your face. I miss you guys. Okay, sorry. So the thing that makes becoming a thought leader in this industry, being a successful coach, having a successful online business for whatever your product is, it's available for you to have a sense of ease around this. Now, I'm going to show you how this leads to entitlement, and it's really tripping people up. Like I'm like, wow, this is tripping everybody up. I need to start talking loud about this so that everybody, I would like you to avoid this pitfall, right? So I'm going to break it down. The sense of ease comes from getting familiar with being in the discomfort. Like knowing damn well I'm going to do all these things that I'm unfamiliar with. I'm going to step into this stuff and be like, like, how do I know this is going to work? Like, what if I don't say this correctly? What if people challenge me? What if people hop on my Facebook Lives and start talking about, hi, Stefan. Welcome, brother. I can't wait to see you and get to know you in the group. Yes, next time, Deaf Jess. Yay. Okay. So the sense of ease comes from learning to be comfortable in the discomfort. So it just means that you're understanding that you're built for a lot of pressure, and you're trusting the process, you're surrendering to what is, you're trusting the process as you're going through it, and that brings a sense of ease. It's not a sense of ease meaning I'm not going to push the envelope and I'm not going to live on that line and off the cliff, and I'm not going to jump my ass off the cliff often, because that's what's required. You want to create something. You want to have this life of freedom where you have total time freedom, total financial freedom. Like, as the friends that are getting to know me, the new people I'm meeting, they're shocked. They spend time with me day after day. They're spending time with me, and they see that I work about an hour a day, and the rest of the time I'm playing, I'm frolicking, I'm doing whatever I want, I'm spending time with my kids, and their mind is just blown. They see the amount of money that comes in, and they're like, this is incredible. Now, the thing that's happening is people are forgetting how incredible, like what do we think? Do we think that we can build the kind of life where we have, overflow of income, we have overflow of time, we're completely location independent, we can work from anywhere, and most importantly, people actually care about what we have to say and our words and the way we show up in the work that we do, so that I'm showing up, I'm doing the work first, and I leave a path for people to follow, like that kind of living, that we get to be complacent, or we get to be average, or we get to do normal shit that is not going to require us to do excellent things and amazing things and things that are completely different that are going to push the envelope. No, it is required. The sense of ease comes from you surrendering to that being that way and trusting the process and not resisting it. The resisting is where the hard stuff comes in. It feels damn good to show up at 100% and go to sleep knowing like, I crushed today. I did all the things, I did them with excellence. That feels damn good. That doesn't feel hard. That feels amazing. What feels hard is to show up at 60%, 50, 40% and go to sleep knowing that you didn't do what you were called to do that day. You didn't show up with excellence that day. That's what makes it hard. Now, what I see tripping everybody up is the entitlement that comes with. So basically, somehow in our culture or somehow in this industry, it became noble for us to say, well, I don't want people to feel like I'm salesy. Like I'm just going to say this super hardcore. I know you guys are incredible. I know my clients are amazing. I went through the same thing. This was exactly the same thing I said, but I'm going to say it blunt so that we can see it really clearly, right? Hi, Shannon. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Val. Ooh, my diamonds are on here. Yeah. Hey, baby. Love you guys. Okay. So this is basically what it is. Well, but what if I launch this group and nobody joins? And what if I, what if I show up and I sell and, people think that I'm salesy then? And basically what we're saying is like, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like, I don't want, what if they think some bad thing of me? And I don't want that to happen. And it's so self-focused. It's so like self-absorbed and like, I don't want to have to feel that. And I don't know how to process my feelings. It's very immature and it's very self-absorbed, rather than coming from the place of like, I'm not here to make friends, or I'm not here for you to feel comfortable in my presence. I'm here to call your ass to more, and I'm here to speak my truth. And leaders speak their truth with conviction. They say the thing. They're not worried about how that's going to land with other people, because if we were just saying things that landed well with other people, how would anybody grow? That doesn't even make any sense. So what I'm seeing is people forgetting, first of all, they're literally just like, because their brain is so like, how do I make this work? And how do I make sure that it comes off looking good? And I want my brand to be well, which is great. Like, you want your brand to be authentically you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is that it's really tripping people up. It is holding some really powerful, incredible people back tremendously. So here's the facts. The facts are, it takes about 10,000 hours of you showing up to doing something in order for you to really be an expert at it. 10,000 hours, which is roughly equivalent to about 10 years. So it's going to take about 10 years for you to be an expert at something. If you're sitting there like, I can't do this until I figure out how to be an expert at it, you're failing. That is never going to work. So basically what you're saying is, I shouldn't have to do the work. I shouldn't have to be the new person showing up, doing this, stumbling my way through, not doing it perfectly, feeling a little bit, raw and vulnerable and ashamed, because I should just be able to know how to do it like an expert from the beginning the first time I do it. That's right there. That is the thing holding people back right there, to a nutshell. I don't want to launch my program until I feel like an expert. I don't want to go on a Facebook Live until I learn how to say it like this other person that I'm watching. I don't want to write a blog unless it's mind-blowing and everybody thinks it's incredible. And if I get 10 likes on something, I'm going to go cry. Like, this is the shit holding people back. Where did this come from? That's not real for you. That's not true. That's not authentic for you. Look at the amount of shit you've gone through in your life and you've been through. Do you think you really would have made it through all that shit if that's the way you were thinking? Like, I don't know where this kind of thinking came from in the industry. You're looking to actually impact the entire world, which is going to require some really epic amounts of shit. And it's going to require you being willing to be very bad at something until you're very good at it. And it requires you doing it over and over and learning the skills with excellence. This is literally why I created the Online Business Mastery Program. I am watching entitlement like a wave through this industry, and I'm just not having it. Like, that is not real for that's the thing that baffles me. Like, that's not authentic for you. It's not authentic for you to be entitled. That's not your nature. You're the rescuer, you're the saver, you're the one who shows up while everybody else is flailing, you're the girl that never falls short before the finish line, the guy that never falls short before the finish line, you always cross the finish line. So where is this coming from then, right? Literally, it's a sense of entitlement that creeped in. And that's it. So the solution to it is like, okay, I'm just gonna own that in order to really, like, if I really wanna have a global business, if I really want to be a multimillionaire, if I really want to really truly heal people and change lives and leave a lasting impact, and I want to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be, I'm going to be required to show up with excellence. I'm going to have to show up and do the work. I'm willing to do the work. Do you know, it's not, the online business industry isn't hard because it's so hard to do, social media. It's so hard to write sales pages. It's so hard to know what my message is. No, it's not. You just haven't learned the skill. If running your company or scaling your business and having an impact and like really doing your online business successful is hard for you, it's because you haven't learned the skills. Because you don't know the skills with excellence. Because for me, running it is so easy. It's like, it's second nature. I don't even have to think about it. Everything I do is just like, oh yeah, I just do it. There's no prep. There's no forethought. There's no nothing. All of the new stuff I'm doing is where all that energy is coming out, right? But doing this is so simple. And I started recognizing like, oh, people aren't aware that you need to actually show up and learn the skill and do things with excellence. And the sense of ease comes from, I know how to do these things really easy. It's very easy for me to write a sales page. It's very easy to write an impactful blog. It's very easy for me to hop on a Facebook Live and get you to go, oh my God, she's right. That is so true. Shit. Okay, that's me. That's me. I need to learn this. I'm doing this. That's it. And that's why you joined my program. Because when I got on the live, all I did was pull you out of the fog. Like, hey, girl. And I pulled you out of the fog and was like, wake up. Let's remove the fog together. And I locked arms in arms with you and was like, let's fucking go do this now, okay? We're gonna stop lying to ourselves. We're gonna stop letting the cultural stuff slip in. We're not gonna live in complacency. We're not gonna live in, entitlement. And we're just gonna actually show up and do the work. And then being an example of what's possible. It's literally the people I lock arms with. It's the same thing. And a friend of mine said this the other day, which I thought was amazing. People experience different things at different times. There's no ahead or behind. I'm not ahead of you and I'm not behind you. We're literally side by side. We are complete equals. We're totally doing life together. We just experience different things at different times, right? So like when I started making my money during the journey of my business may happen at a different time than you, and that is all. There's no levels. And I was so excited when he said that because I never knew how to describe it. Every time I said like ahead of you or behind me or this person was ahead of me, I hated that description, hated it. So this was the first time I was like, oh, that's how to describe it. Just different times that we do it. Yes, I tell myself, get it done, even if it's not perfect. Done is better than perfect. Love it. Mandy Perry, love this. Go girl. Thank you, Shannon. Love your face. Oh my God, so true. Preach it, sister. Yes. Okay, so Online Business Mastery, mandyperry.com/mastery is simply about mastering the skills of an online business. That is it. I'm going to teach you, and it's not that is it. There's 3 pieces to this. It's about mastering the damn skills in an energy of non-entitlement, in an energy of like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to master this. I'm going to become a master at this. I will do this with excellence. I'm going to learn these skills so that when I wake up and I'm just frolicking through my day, I bang these things out because they're very easy for me because I've done them with repetition and I know how to do them well. I'm going to break every single piece of what you need for your online business down. And I'm going to teach you and show you like, hey, how did I hop on a Facebook Live and get you to be like, oh my God, that's so true. How did I do that? I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you. It's very, very simple. Do you know this is just a skill? I didn't like pop out of my mother's womb. I was gonna say the other word, but it didn't sound appropriate. And like just know how to do a Facebook Live. This isn't like, oh, Mandy's such a natural at this. Nope, it's a skill I learned. You understand that, right? This is actual skill. I hate to burst the bubble and make myself not look as cool because people say it to me a lot like, oh, but I'm not like you, Mandy. You're just a natural. Nope, I'm skilled. I did the work. I did the friggin' work. My sales pages. Do you know why my sales pages are impactful? Because I learned how to do sales pages. I learned how to write copy. Do you know why my blogs are impactful? I learned the mindset and the strategy behind writing an impactful blog. Like I just got skilled at these things. Do you know why I know how to repurpose all my content? Because somebody taught me, because I learned how to do it, or because I stumbled my way through and found easier systems, which I'm super stuck on. That's the other part of this. We don't do anything our business doesn't require us to do. What's all this fancy shit going on? Do you know what's going on? Instead of, okay, I'm going to feel the tension of investing in something and feeling like, oh, what if this doesn't work, or whatever's coming up for us about why we don't want to invest in something, right? Like we're talking about basically what the price is 2222 right now. You're talking about 2222 to invest in, to learn the skills to master online business, the world's greatest field right now. I mean, this is a no-brainer. But for most people, like so much stuff comes up. This is why. Do you want to know what comes up? It comes up because up until now, you have not been showing up with excellence. You've been frantically learning a whole bunch of things, and then you learn so many things that you're like, oh, I don't even know where to start. And then you go to move forward and you're like, I don't really know how to do these things. So you're trying to do a whole bunch of things that you know 20% about how to do, and you're trying to do them all with 20% excellence instead of doing one thing, knowing it 100%, nailing it, moving on to the next thing. So once we know that these are the needle movers for my business, there's not very many things that I do for my business. I'm teaching you all the pieces. You want to know, like 500K I made last year, my second year in business, doing just the things I'm teaching you in this course. Literally, that's it. Just the things I'm teaching you. It's so simple. So I do the things that are required with excellence, and I stop doing all the other fancy things. The only reason we're doing fancy things is because we're worried that we're not going to actually be successful because we're not showing up to do the things that need to be done with excellence. And deep inside, you know that. Well, I'm going to make sure my website looks fancy instead. Oh, I'm going to go get professional pictures instead. Most of my business is selfies. I've done one photo shoot and I hated it. I'll do another one. I will. It's not like I think photo shoots are bad and fancy pictures are bad. They're not bad. But why are we doing that instead of learning how to write copy? You know what I mean? Like, why are we doing that instead of learning how to have really impactful Facebook Lives? Why are we doing that instead of learning, like, hey, what is the design of my business that actually backs my dream life? Are you mimicking and modeling someone else's business that fits their dream life? Or are you actually building your own business to back your own dream life and how you want to show up and what makes you happy? So when you wake up, your needle moving tasks for your business are things you're like, hell yes, you couldn't stop me from doing those today. You couldn't stop me from showing up and doing my Facebook Lives or blogs. I wouldn't stop doing it for anything. It's an extension of who I am. I just love doing my business. I'm authentic to myself. I've always been true to myself. I love how I am, who I am, how I show up. I love my people. I love my tribe. I love the engagement that I have. I just love doing life with my people. And that's what you're here to create, right? I'm not going to teach you some cookie cutter, like this is the whole business and how it should look for your life. What I'm going to teach you how to do is how to design it for yourself so that so when you wake up on the other side of success, you actually love your business. And you actually love your life, and you actually feel like you like who you are, and you actually feel like you like that I've backed my values and my principles. I've designed something that's authentically me. It's my voice, it's me, and it's my impact that I'm here to bring to the world, which is very important. I can tell you I've seen so many, I know the sense of pain that people feel on the other side when they've modeled something else that's not authentic to themselves, and they wake up on the other side of success, because you'll be successful, and it's not the life they want. And it's so discombobulating and so painful. And I'm just unavailable for that. Oh my God, Ella, I'll do it already. Girl, you're a diamond. You get everything. We begin on the 15th. I'm ready to learn the skills. Stefan is in there. Janet's in there. Yay. Learned how to do some things well in ACA. Want to learn even more to keep momentum going. Love it. Authentically me. Yes. And this is it. So really, like if this program doesn't resonate with you, if you want to learn these skills somewhere else, this one is the one that it has. Go look at the page. Look at what we're covering. Everything you need to know to have a successful online business, I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to teach you how to do with excellence, and I'm going to teach you what not to do. Don't do all those other things. You want to know what platform to use so that later on you don't have to guess and then go back and redo it? I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. Just do it with excellence, and then to have the skills to do those needle moving pieces with excellence so that you can shift and you can start focusing your energy on your zone of genius and doing the other things and putting yourself in positions that you feel super uncomfortable. We were just talking about my other group, like dancing lessons and piano lessons and what is it called? It's like acting. Oh, it's like, it's right there. It's gonna make me so mad because the word is right there. Improv. like improv and stuff like that. It's about like really living and expanding. It's in the evolution group, of course. We're talking about like all the ways to evolve as a human being and as a leader and as, an expert and as a human being. And it's amazing. It's incredible work, right? But part of that is like, hey, can we stop being entitled and show up and learn how to do the needle movers with excellence? Like if you want to learn how to have an online business, you need to know how to do these things well. You need to know how to do a Facebook Live and have it lead to sales. You need to know how to do a sales page and a blog and, send it. Like these are all parts and pieces. You need to know how to use Facebook and how to use Instagram and what's the difference between your Facebook page personal and your Facebook page business. What's the difference between how do you use a group on Facebook, right? Like I'll give that one to you right now. Here's an example. For Facebook groups, people get it all wrong. It's all backwards, right? Like you need to create a Facebook group that has the energy that you enjoy being in. Thank you, Heather. And Janet. My people know I love heart showers. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. I love it. Feel so loved. Online hugs. In your Facebook group, you need to create an energy that you enjoy being there or you won't be there. Like one of my clients I was talking to yesterday, like, what do you like when you're hanging out with your girlfriends? What does it feel like? Does it feel like I'm joking around? I'm having fun. We have funny jokes. We're kind of pushing the envelope. There's a sense of being drawn in. There's a sense of like really sharing struggle, but from a really empowered place. Like, what do you enjoy? What's the energy you enjoy? Create that. Don't be worried about like, how am I going to sell to the people in my group? That's not what we're doing. Like, create the energy you want to show up as, and then treat the group like it's 100,000 people waiting for you every day. There you go. That's how you use a Facebook group. And nobody does that. It's very counterintuitive for whatever reason. It wouldn't be counterintuitive if you were coming from a soul heart place and you were like, what would make me love this? What would be so exciting? That's not the place we're coming from. That would naturally come to you if that's the question you were asking yourself. But the question you're asking yourself is, how do I use this to make sales? No, that's a byproduct of you being authentically you. What you feel as residents on this Facebook Live is not a sales strategy as much as it's me authentically being me with a skill set to house it. Does this make sense to you? That's not going to make complete sense. I get that, but I'm going to teach it in the program. You'll understand everything by the end of the program. Love my groups. Yes, create the energy. I love Brills. Holy Hannah. I've been neglecting my group. I love my group and it's popping up. When we neglect our group, it's because we don't enjoy being in the group. That's it. Like I have groups that I'm like, and other groups I'm like, I want to like have sleepovers with you. Can you just come here and have breakfast with me, everybody? I just want to be with them. I want to be with them every second, every day. And it's really true. That's why I run daily groups a lot. I run daily groups a lot. Do you guys notice that? Like a lot of my groups are daily groups. I'm showing up every day with them because I love them. I want to be with them every day. The thought of doing a year-long daily group, I'm like, yep, I'm in. Can you imagine? I went from the girl 3 years ago who was like, wait, you want me to take like a 12-week commitment with you, and I have to show up every Friday at 12. But how the hell do I know what I'm going to feel like 3 Fridays from now at 12? I was so overwhelmed. I felt like I was trapped in a cage. I was seriously suffocated. Like I couldn't even imagine like, what? 12 weeks of like every day, like every week at the same time. My mind was blown. It was so uncomfortable for me. And now I'm literally going to be putting together a year long where I do daily with you guys. A year. That's every day of my life. And I'm like, I couldn't be more excited. I'm like, but yes, it's going to be amazing. Yes, 365. Hi, Wayan. My driver from Bali is on. Hi, brother. Love, love, love the daily energy doing life together. Isn't it amazing? Like, I'm just going to have an ongoing program where I'm doing daily with people. That is it. I just have to figure out the details because it's a huge commitment. So I'm actually, for the first time ever, like stopping and being like, okay, let's figure this one out. But it is coming. Okay. So for who this resonates, if you're feeling like your business isn't scaling the way you want it to, hop in the online mastery program and learn the skill sets for all the different pieces. If there's anything that you have a request for that is not in the program, we will completely I would absolutely love it. I would love for you to have questions on something like, there's going to be some platforms that I'm just not going to teach because those are the things that I feel like this is not required, not necessary. I'm not going to teach you LinkedIn. My team did that for me and it was like, like on this field, like, you can share blogs in there and stuff like that. But, there's going to be some of the platforms that I'm just not going to teach. But any trainings that you need to know within the parameters of the scope that we teach, I would love for you to ask. And even if you're really stuck on something, I'll find a resource for you, right? Like if you really want to learn one of the platforms, my team know how to do everything. We can teach you anything. But like basically what I'm saying is every question you have will be answered. We have 10 weeks together and I'm there with you in the Facebook the whole time. You have access to me and my group, me and my team. Every question you have will be answered. Like literally you'll learn how to do everything. It's unbelievable. I mean, look at just the bonuses you get between now and the 15th when we start that you get to dig into. They're already in the membership area. So it is a lot. And I know for some people it's gonna be like, oh, like it's overwhelming to learn how to do all this stuff. It's not gonna be overwhelming. I'm telling you, it will not be overwhelming. I know how to have fun and I know how to make things easy. That's it. I'm going to teach you how to have specific strategic skills that will make things feel so simple. And when you learn one skill for one area, it starts to trickle in everything else. The copywriting skill is very similar to the online, the Facebook skill. The Facebook skill is very similar to how you put an email together. Like these are very similar skills. You're going to start to learn some really foundational principles for how is my heart and my message to my people in a way that wakes them up so that they can make empowered decisions for themselves. That's what we do. That's literally the work that we do. And we're going to cover so much other stuff too. Like basically all the pieces. I'm going to cover enrollment. Like how do you call someone else to more? Like what do you do when they're like, I can't afford it? Or what do you do when you have, like an audience that feels like I'm kind of trapped with this audience. I don't know how to scale and get higher end clients. How do I do high end stuff? I'm going to teach you how to do high end through Messenger, on phone, on, creating the program. Look, I got you covered. And it's so I'm going to break it down and make it so simple for you. And you have indefinite access to this in your membership. It's not like it ever goes away. Like you'll have access forever and every question you have is answered. So anything that you need will be covered in the group. That is my commitment to you guys, because I'm really done with the entitlement. We need the heart-centered people out there to be the ones making a lot of money. That is my commitment. Like that's it. Like that's my job here. The heart-centered people will be the ones with money on this planet. And I will die trying. That is it. End of story. And I won't die trying. I will die successful. End of story. So if this resonates with you, mandyperry.com or mandyperry.com/mastery. And you can join us. You'll have access to the bonuses right away. If you have any questions at all, just pop them in the comments below, tag me, or feel free to PM me or support@mandyperry.com. I haven't said that for a while. That's funny. All right. I love you guys. My non-entitled crew. Sleepovers, right? Ooh, so good. Okay, I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Let me know if there's anything that comes up for you at all. If you shared this video, thank you so much. If you tagged friends, thank you so much. I love you. If you're here on the replay, I love you. I'll come say hi to you later. Just I'm here, Mandy. Okay, bye guys. Have a great day.